Rebel Wilson, the comedic powerhouse behind films like Pitch Perfect and Bridesmaids, finds herself at the center of a storm not of her own making, fiercely denying accusations that paint her as a bully and a liar. The Australian-born actress, celebrated for her unapologetic humor and trailblazing presence in Hollywood, has labeled the barrage of defamation lawsuits against her as nothing more than mudslinging from those threatened by her whistleblowing. At the heart of the controversy is her directorial debut, The Deb, a coming-of-age tale set in rural Australia that explores themes of identity, friendship, and societal expectations through the lens of a debutante ball. What began as an exciting passion project has devolved into a legal quagmire involving allegations of sexual harassment, financial mismanagement, false imprisonment, and orchestrated smear campaigns. Wilson, undeterred, stands firm. "There is zero evidence of any kind of bullying or anything," she asserted in a tell-all interview, her tone a blend of defiance and disbelief. The lawsuits stem from Wilson's decision to speak out against what she perceived as toxic behavior on the set of The Deb, a film that follows two teenage cousins. One a wide-eyed farm girl named Taylor, portrayed by Natalie Abbott, and the other a sophisticated city transplant named Maeve, brought to life by Charlotte McInnes, as they navigate the rigid traditions of a small-town debutante event. Production on the movie, which wrapped amid whispers of discord, hit snags when Wilson raised concerns about the conduct of key figures, including producer Amanda Ghost. In response, a series of legal actions were filed, accusing Wilson not just of defamation but of masterminding a vicious online attack. Claims surfaced that she instructed her publicist to create and promote malicious websites targeting Ghost, sites that unflinchingly compared her to the Indian Ghislaine Maxwell, invoking the notorious figure tied to Jeffrey Epstein's scandals. Wilson recoils at the suggestion, calling it absolutely untrue, and insisting she has no memory of directing her 11 million Instagram followers to such content. This denial is more than a legal maneuver. It's a reclamation of her narrative in an industry that often silences women who dare to call out misconduct. And these lawsuits, these allegations, these things are just people who, are trying to sling mud at me, Wilson explained, framing the conflict as retaliation against her courage. "This is a situation where I was a whistleblower. I stood up when it was important to stand up and say something." Her words echo the experiences of countless women in entertainment who have faced backlash for prioritizing ethics over expediency. Wilson's career, built on roles that subvert stereotypes, like the plus-size rebel in Pitch Perfect or the chaotic bridesmaid Fat Amy, has always carried an undercurrent of advocacy. Directing The Deb was her chance to amplify young voices, particularly those from underrepresented backgrounds, only to encounter the very power imbalances the film critiques. Delving deeper into the production woes, reports detail a set rife with tension, allegations of inappropriate advances, budgetary discrepancies that raised eyebrows, and an incident of false imprisonment that left crew members shaken. Wilson, as director, positioned herself as the guardian of the project's integrity, intervening when she believed lines were crossed. Her public statements, initially aimed at protecting the cast and crew, snowballed into this legal fray, with Ghost and other producers countersuing for reputational damage. The smear campaign accusations add a digital age twist, highlighting how social media can weaponize falsehoods. Wilson, with her massive online following, wields influence that rivals traditional media, making her a prime target for those seeking to discredit her. Yet, she remains steadfast, viewing the ordeal as a perverse validation of her stance. "I don't have any memory of doing that," she reiterated about the websites, shifting focus back to the substantive issues at play. The Deb storyline mirrors this real-life drama in uncanny ways. Taylor and Maeve's journey from outsiders to empowered participants in the debutante ball symbolizes the shedding of imposed roles, much like Wilson's fight to preserve her whistleblower status. The film's rustic Australian setting, with its dusty roads and community gatherings, contrasts sharply with the cutthroat dynamics of Hollywood production, underscoring themes of authenticity versus artifice. Abbott and McInnes, both rising talents, have spoken glowingly of Wilson's mentorship, crediting her vision for fostering a supportive environment despite the external chaos. As the legal battles unfold, the movie itself hangs in limbo, its release date uncertain amid the disputes. Fans who have championed Wilson since her Bridesmaids breakthrough rally around her, flooding social channels with messages of solidarity and hashtags like #StandWithRebel. Wilson's response to the crisis reveals a woman forged in resilience. From her early days as a plus-size comedian breaking barriers to her directorial pivot, she has navigated prejudice with wit as her shield. This lawsuit trouble tests that armor, forcing her to confront not just professional adversaries but the personal toll of public scrutiny. Sleepless nights, endless depositions, and the sting of betrayal weigh heavy, yet Wilson channels it into advocacy, urging others in the industry to speak up. Her interview, conducted with the poise of a seasoned performer, humanizes the headlines, reminding viewers that behind the laughter lies a fierce protector of justice. As the Deb awaits its moment, Wilson's story becomes its own narrative arc, from accusation to exoneration, mudslinging to vindication. In the broader landscape of #MeToo's lingering echoes, Wilson's saga underscores the ongoing fight for accountability in film. Whistleblowers like her pave the way even as they pay the price. She emerges not diminished but defined, her denial a declaration of integrity. The courts will decide the facts, but Wilson's truth, rooted in standing up, resonates far beyond any verdict. For an artist whose humor disarms, this chapter reveals her steel core, proving that bullies and liars have no place in her story. As she awaits resolution, Wilson continues creating, her next project's a testament to unyielding spirit. The Deb may yet debut to acclaim, its message amplified by the very struggles that birthed it, with Wilson at the helm, steering through the storm with the same bold laughter that won her the world.